some more attendees for another great session by one of our great mentors, Anan AbdElRahman. Thank you all for attending. Thank you for joining our sessions every Thursday and Saturday. We have some interesting surprises coming up, so stay tuned. We have more programs coming, but for now, I would like to welcome Anan AbdElRahman. She will be presenting a very nice topic actually today, something a little bit away from education and teaching, but yet it's very important for everyone, especially during COVID-19, and that we're all staying home, or most of us staying home and working online. We attend a lot of Zoom meetings, we attend a lot of online meetings. Teachers will be working with students very soon. Those in international schools, they will be working twice a week from home. So online meetings with students, with colleagues, with managers, it's very important to know a little bit about the norms and the rules of attending meetings. What should we do? What shouldn't we do? And so on. So without further ado, thank you, Anan, for doing this. We still have 3 minutes, so if you could give a brief introduction about yourself until we start at 8, so everyone would be here.
For
and
sure.
Thank you very much for doing this again. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Hanaa. Thank you, RELO Cairo, for all what are you doing for us as mentors and all the opportunities that you are giving to share and cascade knowledge with our colleagues. Let me introduce myself to you for those who are attending for the first time. I'm Anan AbdElRahman. I'm a RELO mentor trainer, and I'm a RELO Cairo Mentors platform founder and facilitator. Moreover, I'm NTTB teacher educator with the British Council. I'm FELTA certified, and finally I'm TESOL certified from Notting Hill College. I have a lot of different activities such as I'm a World Reduced Forum steering committee member and presidential leadership program member. I have been teaching for 12 years right now. And let me share my screen and let me tell you more about today's topic. And if you have anything to share with us or any question to ask, just type it on the chat box, guys. First of all, before we start, I want to welcome you all into our RELO Cairo session. As Mrs. Hanaa said, we are going to talk today about online meetings etiquette, okay, which is considered something very important for most of us. But before we start, we still have 1 minute before we start. Let me know if you are attending with us for the first time. If you are attending for the first time, just type 1. Hello, Maheshwar from Nepal. Most welcome. If you are attending from the first time, guys, just type 1 on the chat box. Wow, sounds great. So, it's not your first time? Okay, where are you from? Let me know where are you from. Type on the chat box. I want you to use the chat box, guys. Where are you from? Maheshwar from Nepal, most welcome. Egypt, most welcome. Hanan. Yes. Who else? Come on. Yes, we have many members here. Just type where are you from? Egypt, Bahira, Egypt, most welcome. Egypt, Cairo, most welcome, guys. I'm so glad that you are joining us today. That's great. Okay. Most of you are from Egypt. I'm so happy that you're here. That's great. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, guys. let me go on with my presentation. Okay, so as I told you, it's all about myself. Okay, I'm going to skip it. So I just want you on the chat box, guys, tell me how many times have you attended any online meeting and you felt that there are a lot of background noise and that you're annoyed and there are many distractions, you cannot concentrate well because there are many people talking over each others and there are a lot of noise and so on. How many times does it happen to you? Just tell me in the chat box. Come on. Thank you, Rabah. Thank you so much. Anytime, many times. That's good, Said. Okay, that's good. Okay. Have you? Yes. So, have you thought of any ideas to avoid all these distractions? This is what we call online meeting etiquette. We should all be aware of online meetings etiquette. Okay. So this is our today's agenda. By the end of this session, we will be better able to identify online meeting etiquette. We will follow these 3 steps: ready, set, go, how to be ready and prepare for your online meeting, how to set it, and how to go online in a professional way. The next step will be a recap, okay? And the last one, exit ticket and photo and the group photo. So be ready and stay tuned. Okay, that's good. Okay, so the first step is to be aware. Be aware of the online meeting etiquette or protocol. There are, you know, it's like the classroom. When you entered any classroom and you found that students are making a lot of noise and you don't know, we know that there are some healthy noise, but sometimes it's not controllable, so we should control it. How to do so? By following the online meetings etiquette, especially that it's something new to us all, so we should be aware of it. So how to be ready? What am I going to do with you now is we are going to learn by doing, guys. Okay, the first step, I want you to be ready. Be ready, and if we have any technical problem, don't worry, don't panic, just stay calm, walk around, stretch your arms, stretch your legs till I come back. Because you know, the light went off just an hour ago, so I'm so afraid that it will do it again. Okay, so don't worry if that happened. So this is the first step, is to make your attendees comfortable and calm, not to be afraid. If any technical problem happened, they should recognize that you have a technical problem and follow what you have said. This is the first step. Then, just a minute. Okay. Then prepare your notebook, coffee, and enjoy your session. Guys, whenever you enter any online meeting, you should prepare everything you need in front of you: your bottle of water, your notebook, your tissues, everything you will need. Okay, so you don't have to go and come back and so on and distract yourself and distract the session itself. Okay, so prepare everything in front of you before you start to be able to enjoy your session. Okay, the next step is setting the session, the online session itself. Okay, so how can we do so as a host, as an attendee? For hosting the session, you should be able to set your session professionally, to be able to attract all your audience and let them engaged all the time. What about the attendees? You should be able to know how to set your own environment and all your surroundings to enjoy the session that you are attending. Okay, the next step is, so be a model. If you are hosting, If you are hosting a session, so you should be a model. And if you are attending a session, you should be also a model. Don't talk over your colleagues. Just listen carefully. If you want to, just raise your hand or follow the norms that the instructor or the host himself give to you. So what shall we do? Let's see. We have some pre-workshop notes that should be considered, that we should have clear voice using our headphones. Don't talk directly from the laptop because maybe the voices will not be clear. Okay, so use your headphones, use your own laptop, set your environment in a quiet place. Okay, make sure that you are having a reliable internet connection. And finally, if you are having something important, just open your camera to have a good interaction with you and the host himself and your colleagues. Here we are going to have an example from our application Zoom, but all these steps that we are going to say and mention are applicable to all the online meetings that you are hosting or attending. But here we're having an example from Zoom. Okay, guys, if you're going to start, just check for updates. Before you start your sessions weekly or daily or whatever, you know, there are many different updates that, you know, all the applications, all the websites upgrade their applications to do a better job. So check for updates. It's very important because there are a lot of options that you may find useful and helpful to you. This is the first step. So what is the next one? When you start your session, set norms. Is not it's very important, you know, as we do in face-to-face classroom and we set norms with our students, there is no problem to do so in our online meetings. Guys, today we are going to, if you want to talk, just raise your hand, use the chat box, or don't talk if, switch off your mic if you are not using it, and so on. So norms should be clear and should be followed by you as an attendee and should be instructed clearly by the host. So like that. If you please, switch off all your cameras and all your microphones to avoid background noise, and kindly use the chat box if you have any question. It's very important to be clear from the beginning, guys. Okay. So what else? Familiarize yourself. If it's your first time to use this application, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, or whatever, so you should be familiar to it. A lot of people, when they join the meeting for the first time, we have them in the chat box saying, I cannot hear you. The voice is not clear. I can't hear anything. Does it happen or not? Tell me in the chat box, guys. How many times does it happen to you? Tell me in the chat box, guys. How many times does it happen to you when you entered an online session and you said that, okay, that's good, Hanan. Yes, just happened to me. Read me. Okay, that's good. Okay. So guys, it's very important to familiarize yourself to the platform that you're using. More than one, that's good, Rabah. Yes, very good. So you should check your audio and call via device audio. So you will be able to hear and the host and the session from the audio itself. So you should check your audio. It's very important. One more thing is these gestures. They are saying all the time, use me, please. Why don't you use me? Why? Okay, why don't you do so? You know, these gestures, guys, it's very important, non-verbal communication, but it's really helpful and help you to organize your meeting and follow the rules accurately. So if you're not talking, just mute yourself. And if you want to talk, raise your hand firstly, then unmute yourself if you are allowed. If you, for example, if I'm asking for something, just if you agree, just thumb up. If you don't agree or disagree, just thumb down, and so on. So these gestures are very important. And as you see, here we have an example from Zoom. We can get all these things from the icons below. Okay, just click on it, raise hand, yes, no. If I'm talking so quickly, just tell me to go slower, and it will, all these things, if you clicked it, it will appear beside your name. And I'm following all the participants and members all the time. So no worries that you will be seen, by the way, guys. So no worries. Okay. So just click, if you are opening from your desktop, just click on participants. This box will appear and you will find all these non-verbal gestures that will be helpful. For example, if you want to go to prepare your coffee, just or want to have a break, just click on this, so the teacher or the instructor or the host himself would not call for you and ask for something, because he will know that you are not here. So if the host himself found there are a lot of background noise or annoyment in a way or another, what should he do? So it's his time to manage the meeting itself. For example, it happens by mistake, or sometimes many different people enter the meeting for hacking and so on. So you as a host, here we have an example from Zoom, but it's applicable for all the other platform. Security. So you should secure your sharing screen, not to be bothered by others who are not trusted, for example. And if you want to admit one by one from your students, so you should enable waiting room. And in the latest update of Zoom, by the way, we have waiting room is obligatory. So no one will be allowed to enter without your permission. And it's very important, guys, to join any meeting by your real name, not the mobile name or model or something like that. It's better for you. Respect others. It faces me a lot that many people want to talk or express their point of view, so they jump over the talk of other colleague and so on, blah 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 blah. So many people are talking at the same time. So this guys shows non-respectful, you know, uh, is not preferable, is not good to talk on each other's or over each other's. So we should show respect. How to do so? By following the norms that we mentioned at the beginning. So raise your hand, wait for your colleague to finish his talk, then you can comment on his talk and so on. It's very, very important. Just wait. This faces me a lot as well. How many of you, tell me guys, how many of you hosted a Zoom session before? And sorry for that. Yes, hosted a Zoom session before and found that the someone is shouting in the microphone or talking loudly or making the mic nearer and blah, 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 and so on. It's not preferable, because as you see, we are wearing headphones, so I may be smugged. Okay, so tell me, how many times happened to you? Yeah, Mahi, yes, very good. Good job. Ready me note, do not re-enter. Just rename yourself. You have an option beside your name to rename yourself. It would be better for you to allow me to call you with your name. It's better for you to be called with your name, not to be called with your mobile model, okay? So no need to log out and enter again. Just click beside your name and you will find an option of renaming and call yourself, okay? So be careful and don't shout on the online meetings. So what if all these don't things happened? You see, this host is disappointed because, as you see, someone is talking to others. There are many background noise. There are a lot of, you see this one, the camera is open in unsuitable place, and you see how depressed she is. So what shall she do? What do you think, guys? Tell me in the chat box, what shall she do? If you were her, okay, tell me some solutions from your point of view. What if you attended a meeting and you found all members are doing something like that? Stop the meeting, Muhammad. Mute all. She can mute mic. Okay, good job. Marwa, okay, good. All of you agree that muting all is an option. Okay, camera off. Bravo. Yes. Sayed, yes. She can put off all cameras, mute all. So we do agree on mute all, switch off all the cameras. That's good. But I have someone here saying, Muhammad Farag said, stop the meeting. Is it a good solution from your point of view, guys, to stop the meeting? No. If you stop the meeting, it's imagine yourself in the classroom and you get out of the class. It's not a solution. Just be able to control the things that you're having. You're having a technology, so you should be able to manage it all. So what should I do? I should use all the options that are available and applicable. I can avoid all the background by muting all. And there is an option, guys, to not to allow participants to unmute themselves. So if you did this option, you will avoid all the distraction, and you will have you only as a host will have the whole control over the online meeting. If you want blah blah to talk, you will unmute him if he raised his hands, and so on. So what about this scene of the camera and the background noise and so on? As you mentioned, guys, we can ask them to switch off all their cameras, and me as a host, I have the whole control to switch off all the unsuitable cameras that are opened. And Mahi here said, Mahishwar said that we can make a co-host for assistance. Good job, Mahishwar, but let us say that is not applicable in the in the free Zoom accounts. So the solution or the best solution is to just control everything by your on your own, okay, by yourself. This is the best solution ever. So as you see here, what I have mentioned, I'll give you an example from Zoom. Don't just click mute all and leave them like that. No, uncheck this box, allow participants to unmute themselves. No, don't allow them. Have your own control over the session. If you have something like that noisy class, don't allow them to unmute themselves. You will only, as a host, are having the control. So don't just uncheck this box and click yes. Okay, so you will find a very interesting and cozy, calm class. So how many times does it happen to you when sharing your screen? Okay, and You found someone annotating over the screen like that. How many times does it happen to you? Tell me in the chat box. And tell me, how did you control it? Not applicable for finding teachers to assist you. Okay, good job, Faisal. Thank you, Mr. Khamis. Okay, send to waiting room. Good job. No, few once. It happens, yes, twice. Set the rules from the very beginning and make them clear for students. Good job, Faisal. That's good. Yes, that's what we mentioned already. Yes. None actually disable the annotation. Good job, Yasmin. Mahishwar by making annotation of. Good job. Khamis, Mr. Khamis, many times, and I disabled the participants from. Good job, guys. You're super teachers. Okay, or mention him. Yes, this is the last step, just not to embarrass him. Okay, so guys, we have options here. Okay, as you see, I'm just giving you an example from Zoom. We have, if you clicked, if you are starting your whiteboard, for example, and clicked here on more, on this bar, you will find disable participants annotation. This will disable the others from doing something like that on your screen and distract the others. Or one more thing, and this I prefer that it would be the last option to do so, that you show names of annotators. So they will be afraid to do so again. Okay. But let it be the last option, just not to panic them, okay? Because sometimes they do it with no intention, okay? So guys, very important thing is to watch your camera framing. Don't go like half framed, half eyes, half face, just your mouth is not suitable, خالص. No, don't do that, okay? Okay, just be able, test your camera before you start. Make sure that you are having a full frame, not just half face or part of your nose or whatever. As you see, don't do that, okay? Check it before you start. And one more thing is to watch your pose. Sometimes we have a lot of comics on Facebook, as you see. We find that students are attending the online session and they are sitting in unsuitable way, like this girl who is sleeping and attending the session sleeping and so on, or this background that is so fearful, or like this, she's showing boredom. Oh, yes. Okay, go ahead. Oh my God, it's really depressing for the host to see you looking like that, okay? So just watch your pose, okay? It's very important to remember that you are in an online meeting. You are not at your home, guys. It's very, very important. Just focus, okay? Okay. Yeah, and unsuitable clothes. Yes, very good. Mahish, where do we have these options if we are hosting from mobile? The whole control of these platforms is better from the desktop than from mobile phones, Mahishwar. Okay, so it's very important, guys, to watch your pose. One more thing is to watch your image. Like what you mentioned a minute ago, to if you're not wearing a suitable clothes, or for example if you're having a bad look or unsuitable look for the meeting, don't attend the meeting with the pajamas or with your hair unknitted and so on. It's not suitable, guys. Remember again that you're not staying at your home, you're attending an online meeting or an online session. So it's very important for you as a host and as an attendee to do so and check that. I know that a lot of people are doing a great effort to do their best, but do you accept this if it happens before? Does it happen before to you? Have you tried virtual backgrounds? Have you tried virtual backgrounds and you find this happens? Tell me, guys, tell me the truth. It happens to me, by the way, before. Yes, Said said yes. That's good. No, you haven't tried. Okay. Okay. Does it happen before to you to try the virtual background and have this a screen like that before? Have does it happen to you? Yes, Mr. Khamis. Yes, Shireen, that's good. Okay, no problem. Uh, don't worry about that. It's good to test it before the session. Okay, you know, I have never tried it live. I just was working by on my own. I want to try the virtual background, but whenever I try it, it appears like that. And I googled it and I searched for a lot of things, and I asked many people how to make an accurate virtual background, like the professional ones, like this. See how clear it is. See how suitable it is. It's very important, guys, to try everything you want to do before you start it, before you go live. It's very important to try it on your own, test it once, twice, 3 times till you get the best result. Don't do it live, and don't panic your attendees by such a scene that we have seen here. Okay, you should, yes, Ahmed Mustafa, very good. You should use a green background. Very good. Mr. Khamis, I tried it, and sometimes no image for me. Yes, it happens. The computer will remove it automatically. Yeah, you know, Ahmed, I actually discovered that it's not a must to have a green background. Just have a blank background and be focused that you are not wearing the color of the same background that you are having, because this may confuse the computer itself. Sometimes the Vega of your computer will be of high quality. Yes, that's good. Okay, so just try and try and try again. Don't worry, guys, but don't try it online. Don't try it live. Just try it on your own till you get it professionally, then go live. All these steps should be done before you in the preparation step. Okay, how many times does it happen to you when you are attending a meeting and find some of your family members or whoever passing by in the background? Tell me, guys, how many times does it happen to you? Come on, tell me in the chat box. Yeah, many times. So, you know, we all know that the online is something new to most of us. So it's normal that you will find your daughter, you'll find some of your nieces or your sons, someone is jumping over you, Dad, I'm here. What do you do? How do you react when something like that happen, guys? Tell me in the chat box. How do you react? Okay, good job, Sayed. Okay, sounds only. But let me know in the chat box. Mr. Khamis, laugh, so you take it easy. Okay, Rabah, give. Okay. What else, guys? So, Mr. Khamis, you laugh because you take it easy, and okay, Said, I muted the mic. Okay, we are human. That's it. Give him notification. Okay, just tell him that you're appearing on the camera. Come on. Why don't you share with us? I'm going to tell you and apologize. Yes, very good. Okay. So guys, what I want you to do in such a situation. Yeah. We need, yeah, Maheshwar, it's very important that you need to choose a separate room or a suitable environment before you start. But what if it happened already? So how do we react? Guys, what you should do is to relax, take it easy, because as you know, We are all new to the online experience, so just take it easy. You can welcome him. Hello, this is my father. Welcome, Dad. Join us. Just take it easy, so you will not be panicked, and you will not let the others feel embarrassed that they saw something unsuitable. Okay. Guys, don't copy strange things in the chat box, please. Okay. Okay. Yes, it happens in many webinars, actually. Yes, really. Okay. So here in Egypt, we have this scene happen a lot, right? These sellers who tell me how many times, guys, how annoying it is for you in the online sessions. And how do you react? What do you do? Yes. You know, these people who are shouting in the streets, they are selling a lot of things like that. You know, it's a comic, guys, because people who are not from Egypt, this is a comic, okay? It's just because he's shouting like the sellers in the street. We are taking it like a comic who is annoying. It's annoying us in the online sessions because we are working, and something like that happen during the session many times. So it's very important to make sure that you're sitting in the suitable place far from the balcony or far from the window, and make sure that it's quiet enough, okay, to feel cozy. So here are some ideas just to adapt yourself to the new environment that is coming soon. And we are in it, actually. Just make something, just your comfortable place to sit in, and you know, your own colony, to be able to manage the whole world from it, okay, online. Just sample ideas will help you a lot, guys, in a suitable place, in a suitable and quiet environment. So it's very important, guys, to set our environment, not for you only as a host or an attendee, guys, for your kids, for your because you know, all our children now are studying from home nowadays, and you know, maybe they are going 2 days and study 3 days online and so on, blah 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 blah. So would you let him going through the whole home like that, moving with mobile and so on? No, make him an office, small office, just like that, and let him sit, concentrate, use his headphone, and be focused to be able to achieve the best result ever. Okay, so it's very important, guys, to prepare and set your environment. Yes. So as you see, as I mentioned at the beginning, prepare everything you will need before the session. Prepare your iPad, because if the laptop hanged up or did something like that, as you see, I'm preparing my mobile phone, something extra. Prepare your backup. Don't leave yourself to the circumstances. Just to prepare a backup, okay? Because it happens a lot that the laptop hanged, so I can manage everything from my mobile. So prepare your coffee, your water, and so on, your notebook. Don't let it be. If you did so, guys, so you will be able to manage and control everything in your hand as a host or as an attendee. If you are a host, you will be able to control your attendee, engage them all, let them all satisfied, because sometimes many students get distracted just because of a little bit noise. So you should know how to control everything. You are the own controller of your own session or online meeting, okay? So as we mentioned, you can unmute, switch off the camera, check the audio, just remove those who are bothering you, so you are the only controller of this session. Yes, thank you. Thank you, guys. Last but not least, be professional. Being a professional makes the others deal with you as like that. So guys, it's very important, if you did all the previous steps that we have mentioned before, you will have a professional online meeting. And you know, we as teachers or as educators reflect on others. If I'm a model, my students will be a model. If I'm acting like a professional one, my students will act like a professional one. If you leave it to the circumstances, thank you. I don't guarantee anything to you. So, guys, you should act professionally to achieve the best results. Yes. Okay. How many how many of you do so, guys? I'm sure it happens. Ahmed, do you think writing all what I will talk about on papers will be a good idea? Um, I don't prefer it personally. I don't. I feel that it makes me confused more than if I prepared it well. For myself, I prefer to prepare everything in a good way, so I will remember it all. If I just want to remind myself with some ideas, I just put a sticky note to remind myself. Okay, so but if you wrote every and each point you want to talk about, I think it's not good enough. Um, you know, it's like if you are teaching face to face, it's like you are reading from a notebook like that. It's very boring if you do so. But if it comes from your heart, it will reach their hearts. Okay, so I don't advise you to do so. Okay, so yes, a lot. We can make a plan. That's good. Yeah, you confess that it happens a lot. Girls, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, some notes to remind you of the topic. Yes, good job, Mr. Khamis. Yes, subtitles. Okay, we should put a scenario, practice, and gentle reminders. Good job, guys. Yes, very good. That's what Ahmed was asking about. So, what if this man uh, was in a situation that makes him have to stand up? Is it good to be with his shorts and slippers? What do you think? Never, yes. So guys, be careful. It's not the best idea to do so. It's nice and comfortable, but remember all the time that you are not at your home. You are in an online meeting. You are in a professional meeting. So just put in your mind all the thoughts that can happen, okay? So be careful, okay? So Ahmed here is asking, what about modeling the session with a friend? It's a good idea. At the beginning, you will need so, okay, because colleagues always give you you know, ideas to amend your presentation. What if you did this point like that or like that, and so on. So you will need something like that at the beginning. But you know, Ahmed, time by time, you will not need so, okay? So just feel free to do so. It's very important. Okay. One more thing, guys, is to end your meeting politely. You know, don't just, okay, guys, we have finished, okay? Thank you and goodbye, and end the meeting. No, don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Just give them a hint, recap before you end the meeting. I'll be excited to meet you again. Just give them a warm message, wave goodbye, and let them take a group photo together and do something that make you professional in ending the meeting. Don't just end the meeting suddenly. It's not the best thing to do. Okay, so if you do so, ready, set, zoom, or go online. If you applied all these steps, you will be able to set a professional online meeting. A professional online meeting following the whole the professional etiquette and following the, you know, it's very important to, you know, if you follow these norms and the etiquette and blah blah, you will create a rapport between you and your learners. He will not feel that he's bored to attend your session because he get a headache or feeling that the background is very noisy and so on. You know, I attended a wedding before before there was a wedding online and someone was opening the mic, so we were in a, you feel that you're in a wedding. So I don't need to attend the wedding, guys, so please mute yourselves. Okay, or please host, please mute all. Mute all, guys. No need. I don't have to hear the others' secrets or those who are shouting at their kids or those who are in the wedding or those who are whatever. I don't need to do to be in such a situation. I'm attending to get benefit. Okay, watch all the professional online meetings, and you will see that it's good to mute all. There is no problem. Don't be embarrassed, because sometimes hosts say, no, I like that my attendees feel free to talk. There is no problem. They can talk and you will allow them to talk, but at the suitable time. Okay, not at any time, not to jump over each other's, not to do blah blah blah. It's not the best situation, guys. So you as a host have the over control over your classroom. Don't wait someone to say, please master or please miss, mute all because I'm distracted. Don't wait. You are hosting the session and you are having the whole control to do so. Okay, so yes. Happy dreams. Okay. Giving a compliment for being a participant. Yes. Looking forward to seeing you. How to make a good rapport between me and the attendees. Ahmed, you can make so by many different activities, and we have a lot of sessions that talked about that before. Totally agree. Yes. Thank you, Shireen. So let's recap together, guys, these important things. So again, if you are having a meeting, guess my meeting today was at 8. Guess what time am I supposed to join? Tell me in the chat box. If my session is at 8, okay, so what is the suitable time to join the meeting? Let me know in the chat box, guys. If your session is at 8, 7:30, yes, good job, Hanan. 7:30, 7:50, 15 minutes before 7:55, so far. Half an hour before. To be in the safety, you know, in the comfort zone, 30 minutes are enough to test your mic, to test your camera, to test the sharing screen, to prepare everything on your desktop. All the things that you need to share with your students is here. So 30 minutes is enough. So it would be better if you joined and you find me, so you will feel comfortable. But what if I joined 7:55, guys, and I found that the laptop is not working well, or my mobile hanged, or I found that the internet connection disconnected. Will I have the spare time to manage all these issues? No. I'll be late for the session and for my time. So 30 minutes is enough. If you are preparing if you are preparing everything and it's all okay, so 15 minutes is nice. Greet host if you are attending. Greet host. Don't say hello everybody, hi everybody, hello everybody, hi everybody. No, guys, don't use your mic in nonsense thing, because you will all talk together, so you will make a lot of noise. So just wave or type in the chat box. It's made to do so. Okay, remember that you're always on camera. Be careful. Be careful. Watch your pose, watch your frame. If you're not using it, kindly switch it off, okay? Check your camera and microphone. Don't say, I'm not hearing you, I'm not hearing anything, I can't hear the host, because you are not connecting your audio, guys. It's easy, you know. Familiarize yourself, as we mentioned, okay? Look at the camera when speaking. Imagine that I'm looking like that and I'm speaking. Will you enjoy the session? So, guys, eye contact. Act like you are in a real meeting, okay? Eye contact. Just talk. I'm talking to you, okay? Look at the camera, okay? Find your strongest internet connections. Very important. Don't make the others suffer. Imagine that I'm having a very bad connection and you are not hearing me, and I disconnect many times. Is not the best thing, I think, for you as an attendee to enjoy, right? Yeah, connect by cable. Yes. That's right. Okay. Eliminate distraction. If you're having any background noise or something like that, as we mentioned, just make sure that you are setting your own environment, your own colony, your own atmosphere. So be careful and watch all these distractions. As I mentioned, do not hesitate to mute all the mics. Do not hesitate, guys. Mute all the mics if you find that there are a lot of background noise. Do it before you start the session. I think if you clicked on unmute, you will not be unmuted, because I do I do so before the session. I'm sorry for that. But there is no problem. If you have a question, I'll let you speak at the end of the session, okay? Use the chat box. It's a good idea to do so. If you are having any question, I'm following it all the time, because I'm following it from my mobile phone. So, I'm with you all the time. I don't neglect any comment here, okay? So I'm following and managing everything from my mobile and from my laptop. That's why I'm asking you to prepare a backup, okay? Backup, if you want to do it professionally, because I know that most of you guys suffer that when you share your screen, you cannot see the chat box. Yes, if you face something like that, just you can open from your mobile, follow the chat box from your mobile, and share your screen from your laptop. It's a very good idea to do, and follow all your attendees and comments and so on. One last thing is to remember that you're not at home, guys. We are not at home. Remember that you are in an online meeting, okay? Okay. So, are you ready for an activity time? If you are ready, just type 1 on the chat box. Come on. Are you ready? If you're ready, guys, just type 1 on the chat box. Yes, wow. That's good. Okay, so you are ready. Okay, do's and don'ts. Shout on the mic. Do or don't? Huh? Shout on the mic. Do or don't? Don't. Yes. Because I'm wearing the headphone, guys. Be careful. I have 2 ears only. Okay. So use gestures. Do or don't? Come on. Do. Yes, very good. Good job, guys. Excellent. Yes, super. Interrupt others. What do you think? Yeah, please, guys, please. It's not the best idea to do so. Yes, don't interrupt others. Respect each others. Yes, very good. Don't. That's good. Switch on cameras from bedroom. Do you think is it a good idea? Don't. Yes. So watch your pose, as we mentioned. Watch your pose. Annotate on the screen. Don't. Yes, very good. Don't. Yes. Don't annotate. So what is the teacher supposed to do if students are annotating and doing something like that? Uh-huh. What do you think? Stop annotating. Good job, Hanan. Yes, very good. Set norms. Very good, Yasmin. Disable annotation. Do. Yes, very good. Set norms. It's very, very important to follow all these steps and more that we have mentioned. So before we leave, guys, I just send you just a minute, okay? I'll send you on the chat box a link. So please go to this link, okay? And leave a feedback. Do you enjoy the session or not? Something you have learned? Sorry. No. Something that you have learned and something that you will try. Okay, go to this link and share with me, and I'm going to check this link with you right now. Let's see what have you wrote. Yes. Come on. Leave a feedback, guys. Tell me something that you have learned and something that you will try. If you want to write your name for a memory, it's nice. I'll appreciate that. If you do not, feel free to do so. Come on, guys, hurry up. Just go to the link and type your feedback. I'm waiting for you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I hope to know your names, to be able to call you with your names. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Most welcome, Shireen. I'm participating from Nepal. I really like your session. Thank you, Maheshwar. Most welcome from Egypt. Nice ideas. Oh my God. Words are jumping. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed. Thank you. Fruitful session. Thank you. Yeah, yep. This session is benefit for us and you're perfect instructor. Thank you, dear Mr. Mahmoud. Thank you. Great efforts. Thank you, Mrs. Hanan. Fruitful session. You're amazing mentor. I learned how to set norms and in an online meeting, I'm a big fan of you. Thank you, Yasmin. Thank you, dear. Fruitful session. If you have any question, type it on the, you can type it as well, guys. Great, thank you. Very fruitful. Guys, we learned more today. Appreciate it. Don't leave, just we have a surprise at the end, okay? I like that. We need another one for sure. Just follow us. We have many surprises on RELO Cairo. Many thanks. Your great work, Anan. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed. Thank you. Appreciated. Wow. Thank you guys for all your nice words. So let's go back to the presentation again. Just a minute. Yes. Okay, so thank you for your exit tickets, guys, and feel free to contact me at any time on my email or Facebook page or on LinkedIn or our YouTube channel and WhatsApp. Before we end, as you remember, if you remember what I mentioned, leave the meeting politely as much as you can. So what I want you to do now is to feel free to switch on all your cameras, guys, and say cheese, to take a group photo together and send a message to the whole world that we are so proud to be teachers. Thank you so much. Let me now stop sharing and feel free, guys, to switch on all your cameras. And if you have any question, just type it on the chat box. Let's take a photo together. If you're ready, just switch on all your cameras. I'm so glad that I'm seeing you now. Mr. Muhammad, most welcome. Rabah, Yasmin, so glad that I'm seeing you all, guys. Wow. This is the happiest moment for me, guys, you know, because I'm seeing you laughing, smiling, satisfied, and so on. So let's start. Are you ready? Say cheese, guys. Okay. That's good. Just a minute to make sure that's taken. Let's take another one, you know, the internet. Okay, just say cheese, guys, again. Cheese. Okay, this is the happiest moment ever. I like seeing you all. Okay, that's good. Okay, guys, let me know if you're having any question before we leave. If you want to speak or say something, just raise your hand and I'm going to unmute you. We have just 5 minutes. Yasmin, I'm seeing your daughter. Your hi kid. So glad seeing you here. Okay, that's nice. Okay, do you have any questions before we leave, guys? Most welcome. Okay.
Thank you, Anan. That was great. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
thank you so much, Ms.Hanaa, our
Thank you
support.
all.
Thank you. Thank you
Right.
for
Thank you,
hosting.
guys.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your effort. Thank you, Mrs. Hanaa, for supporting us all the time, for being a backbone and supporter. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anin. I hope you enjoyed the session today. I think it was very informative. There are a lot of things that a lot of us actually commit some online crimes that we need to reconsider and start working on it. Like keeping your mic on or interrupting or a lot of other things. Thank you all. Don't forget that we have another, the third session with Maha and Sharihan next Thursday and Friday. And then very soon we will post the new program that we will start right after Maha and Sharihan's sessions finish. Thank you all. Enjoy your evening and see you next Thursday.
Yes.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Annie.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.